Now, I can remember reviewing the first generation Yaris back in the late 90s and getting quite excited about it. You see, back in the day, this was a groundbreaking car. It was small, it was cute, it was fun to drive, and it was the first of a new breed of super minis. But over the years, the Yaris has gained a reputation for being a little bit dull, reliable, but not that exciting, and it's become the choice of a lot of older drivers. So does this third generation version put some life back into one of my old favourites? Well, there are certainly plenty of versions to choose from. It's available with 3 or 5 doors, and under the bonnet you get a choice of petrol and diesel engines, half of which are exempt from road tax. And for those buyers keen on saving even more money at the pumps, there's a hybrid version which Toyota claim is capable of 80.7 miles to the gallon. Where the Yaris really excels is interior space. In that area it compares well with family hatchbacks from the class above, like the Ford Focus. Now this model is larger than the version it replaces, and where that's really obvious is here in the back. Passengers in the back will have plenty of space. There's good legroom, good headroom, and no annoying transmission taking away space down here. At the back you'll find a boot that almost matches the size of that of its 2 main rivals, the Ford Fiesta and the Volkswagen Polo. But it's worth remembering small cars are getting bigger, and new models like the Skoda Fabia can swallow even more luggage than this. Toyota haven't overcomplicated the buying process, and the Yaris comes with just 4 trim levels: Active, Icon, Sport and Excel. Even the basic Active has electric front windows, heated electric door mirrors, audio controls on the steering wheel and an MP3 compatible CD player with a USB connection. But if it's luxury touches like air conditioning, a reversing camera, softer feel materials and Bluetooth connectivity you're after, then you're better off with the Icon spec. One thing I really like in here is the simple pared back look based around the multimedia system, which, hallelujah, is really easy to work. You don't need to spend hours flicking through a manual trying to figure out just how to turn it on. It operates on a touchscreen system, which is really intuitive, just the way it would do on your smartphone or your tablet. Another thing I really like is the way in the call functions you can also get your text messages. It's a feature that will really appeal to the younger buyers that Toyota are hoping to attract. I think it's a well-priced and affordable option and is available right across the range, apart from on the most basic model. This is the 5-door Yaris Sport, which gets some go-faster accessories like 16-inch alloy wheels, LED front and rear lights, tinted glass and a rear-mounted spoiler. And it also picks up a digital radio. But it actually doesn't go any faster than the standard model and shares its 1.3-litre petrol engine with the rest of the range. Although other trims can be had with a 1-litre petrol, a 1.4-litre diesel or that hybrid engine. Now, it will come as no surprise when I tell you that ease of driving, not speed or excitement, are at the top of the list of most Yaris buyers, and that's exactly what Toyota have delivered. You know, I can really see why this car appeals to so many older drivers, because it is so easy to drive. You get nice light steering, sharp brakes and a smooth, easy gear shift. It's not too sensitive to your inputs, so it doesn't feel uncomfortably sporty. It just goes about its business quietly and dependably, riding on soft suspension that means it leans a little bit into the corners, but I think we can forgive it that. All the Yaris models can be fitted with parking sensors at both the front and back, which come as part of the £700 protection pack. And we strongly recommend the £400 Toyota Safety Centre pack, which includes kit like automatic emergency braking. Now, there are some very nice, thoughtful features on this car. The front half of the bonnet and the sills are covered in anti-chip paint to protect against stone damage. And there's a slight difference between the left and right door mirrors. The one on the right has a subtle bump, which apparently slightly alters the car's aerodynamics to compensate for this very big single windscreen wiper. It apparently helps to reduce the wind noise heard inside the cabin when the wiper is in use. Another thing that I really like are the Follow Me Home headlights, which can be adjusted at the dealership to make sure they stay on long enough for you to get to your front door. So, the downsides. Well, my main complaint is that it's lost a dose of its fun. The version I remember testing all those years ago was a car that brought a smile to my face, and this version isn't that much fun to drive. And despite that aerodynamic bump on the mirror, I do think it's noisy. It's mainly engine noise, but when that wiper is going and you're picking up some speed, the cabin isn't the most peaceful place to be, with plenty of road noise creeping in there too. I'd also like to see the quality of some of the plastics used around the interior just be a little bit better. It would help the whole thing feel slightly more special. Sadly for the Yaris, it doesn't seem to have quite got its mojo back. It is a solid, dependable car with an awful lot going for it. But in a world of shiny, happy super minis, it just doesn't quite have the sparkle of some of its rivals. If you're looking for a small car that will put a smile on your face, then check out our review of the Ford Fiesta, Britain's best-selling car. Or check out the accomplished Hyundai i10.